Hi Veljko. I know that this seems a little bit crazy, but everything is fine. Actually, I am you in the future, and the reason why I decided to call you right now is because I want to talk about something that will change your life in a better way and you don't know anything about it. That is volunteering at some organizations and events which will make you a better human being. But first, let me explain something about volunteering itself, and then we'll talk about those events and organizations. So buckle up and let's start this trip through your future.
Volunteering is considered as an activity where an individual or group provides services for no financial gain to benefit another person, group, or organization. It will give you a perfect opportunity to find new interests and to gain knowledge that you cannot get through formal education. As a volunteer, you will work in so many different organizations and events, which means that volunteering will give you a chance to express yourself on many different ways. You will meet so many people, not just from your country, but also from many other countries. Some of them will become your real friends. Through volunteering, you will explore your personality. It will expand your viewing angle on so many things. As a volunteer, you will work on your positive traits and also you will correct your negative traits. When you connect all of those things with the experience that you're gonna get, you'll see that you've become a much better person than you were before thanks to volunteering. Once in a lifetime. University. Soon you will become a volunteer for the first time in your life. University is exactly the same thing as the Olympics, but only for students at the university. There will be 10,000 competitors and around 9,000 volunteers from all over the world. It has a university village and you will be lucky enough to volunteer there. Officially, it will start on the 1st of July, but for you it will start 10 days earlier when the first national delegation comes to the village. After a few days, you will release all of your inner breaks and will start to learn dancing moves from African nations and singing songs with the Mexican guys with the sombrero on your head. You and your new friends will have such a great time during the university age. After time, you will realize that all of you did a great job and you will be proud of it. Power of a team spirit. Davis Cup. During March in 2010, you will volunteer on your first of many Davis Cup matches. Davis Cup is one of those events that will always bring a smile on your face. This competition will give you an opportunity to meet some of the best tennis players of the world, like Novak Djokovic, Andy Murray, Brothers Bryant, and many others. You will support your national team when you're on the stands, of course, but when you're beside the tennis court, you will not pay attention to the players, no matter who they are and what they are. There will be only one thing important to you, your team, volunteer team. Your job will be to provide the logistics support to the organizers, both teams and the ITF. Your enemy will always be your mistakes. If someone makes even a slightest mistake, it will reflect on the rest of the team. Expectations are always high, especially during Davis Cup finals. Every time during Davis Cup, you will dedicate 100% of yourself to the team, because at the end, one thing matters. Win. Team wins. International Student Week in Belgrade. Part of your life. In May 2012, a friend of yours will invite you to volunteer at one of the best student events in this part of Europe. That is International Student Week in Belgrade. Your decision to join this festival will be one of the best decisions that you've made in your life. YouTube is one good virus that comes into your life very fast and stays there for the rest of it. Students from all over the world are coming to this festival to learn something new through so many different workshops. This will give you a perfect opportunity to expand your network of friends on international level and to learn something new about their culture. For the first time in your life, you will learn how big are your physical limits. You will sleep just for a couple of hours because of parties and you will work hard during days. You will find out what it feels like to share a 4-bedroom and 1 bathroom with 16 people every night. Those roommates, man, they will be great. You will have a lot of fun with those guys. I'm not gonna talk what is gonna happen to you at this festival because there is one old issue saying, what happens at this stays at it. Srecan, your second home. In May 2014, Serbia will suffer from a major natural catastrophe caused by big floods. Unfortunately, Obrenovac will get the positive tip. You will be one of many young people who have decided to help. In the next few months, you're going to spend time in the rescue center at the Belgrade Fair. There will be a group of people in a red uniform of whom you will learn a lot. They are volunteers of 2 Red Cross organizations in Belgrade, Palilula and Srecan. After some time, you will become a proud volunteer of the Red Cross Srecan. The Red Cross is not a regular charity organization. The task of this organization is not just to help people, but also to recruit and educate young people through many different programs so that they can continue the mission that was started by Henry Guignard after the Volonterima battle in 1859. Therefore, there are 7 fundamental principles that every Red Cross volunteer needs to know. They're not just the guidelines how to do our job, but also guidelines how to make this planet a better place for life.
I have to say that this was very interesting trip for your future. I know that you're gonna like volunteering, and if you ever start to wonder when you're gonna stop to volunteer, the answer is never, because once a volunteer, always a volunteer, and you should know that.